good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back with another rendition, A State of Being Daily Check In. It's your boy Zoe Black. I'm here once again, grateful for this opportunity to share in this space of connectivity, building with the stars worldwide. I am, this is day 16. We are 16 days in with a lifetime to go. What is that? Oh, shout out to the sunlight behind me. What is this? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. As always, let's get this thing started with our quick reset breath. Yesterday was about balance, and I will say I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it because yesterday I needed a little bit more balance. But with that said, let's kick things off with our reset breath, and then we'll get into our word of the day, set our intentions, show what we're grateful for, and move forward with our day. Um, as always, inhale, exhale, take a deep breath just to reset. That reset breath is so important to me because I know I tend to be a really like high energy person. My emotions are get high a lot, and with that said, I have to like settle myself a lot more. You know, I do the same thing with my daughter. Like I try to tell her to settle herself because I know she's like, she's my child, and I know she got those same things in her. So I'm trying to train her from an early age on how to settle herself. Sorry, that was a bit of a tongue twister. Um, but as always, we have a focus of the day, and our focus for today is integrity. Integrity. This is something that a lot of us slip up on. The idea of integrity. Integrity says, I'm gonna be the person that I say I am when nobody's watching. Like, who are you when nobody's watching? Is a real question. And then we're gonna set our intentions before we get too deep into the topic. Today, my intention is to be a man of my word, but also be consistent with who I am, day in and day out. But specifically for today, when in those moments where I'm by myself, I'm going to remain the man that I know who I can be, and not allow the darkness or the moments where I'm not in the light or around others to not to hinder me from being who I truly am. Right? Integrity says, "Who are you when nobody's watching?" Integrity says, "Who are you when nobody's watching?" Because when everybody's around, when you're around the friends or when you're out in public or especially when you're at work, right? It's easy to keep a certain demeanor. But when you clock out or when you're at home and you don't have to live up to a certain persona, who are you? That's a real question. So every day I ask myself that. I'm like, man, like, am I really being consistent? You know what I'm saying? Am I really like showing up for myself more than anything? Because integrity is really just showing up for yourself. You can't fake the funk. Like people can smell it through like it can permeate off you. The reality is like who are you when nobody's watching? And that's who you are in your heart more than anything. And a lot of people struggle with that. A lot of people have this like I know especially with me. I used to have this whole double life of um, present myself a certain type of way, but then behind closed doors, I struggle with vices. I struggle with certain things that I knew weren't necessarily in alignment with who I wanted to be, who I was presenting myself to be. So the reality is, like, who are you when nobody's watching? Yeah, stop the cap. Stop the cap. Don't be a fraud. You're right. That's a true reality that I know myself I struggle with. Um, because beyond the presentation of trying to showcase like yourself for other people, like your character is really what defines you, like your moral compass. Are you really standing on something? Or are you standing on it because people are watching? Are you standing on it because it look good? Or is that really what you believe in? And if you really believe in it, then it wouldn't be a hard task for you to be consistent with that. And I can honestly say that I've been more obedient in my own personal life. I've been really focused on being the man that I want to, the man that I'm supposed to be 24/7, and even how I think, because that's the most important thing. Is like, how do you change your thought process in order to be consistent? That's a real thing you got to do. So I'm grateful for my moral compass. Since we showing gratitude, I'm grateful for my ability to not allow like distractions to take me off course. I know like one thing for me, I used to always feel like I had to fit into certain crowds or present myself a certain type of way around others just to be able to be comfortable in those spaces. And I watched the interview with No Malice from Clips, and he was like, he used to try to drown out that inner noise that inner voice that he heard of the Most High telling him like what not to do, but because of the environment that he was in, he just tried to drown it out through like drinking and smoking, and that was the same thing that I struggled with. I struggle with that same reality of like, when I know something inside of me is telling me this ain't right, something inside of me is telling me that, like, this lifestyle that I'm living ain't really conducive to who I want to be. But it was so hard to like remove the vices and remove the things that were making me comfortable in those moments. And then when it became like a situation where I was trying to change myself, I was presenting myself a certain type of way, but then behind closed doors, I was still struggling with those vices. So the reality is, who are you when nobody's watching? That's what integrity says. Integrity is you being able to align yourself 24/7. That means when you waking up, are you if you're a type of person who says, I'm want to control my emotions, are you the type of person that just presents that to the public, or are you really putting forth the effort and the work to do that? It's a real question. That's a real question. I ask myself all the day, all the time. I know that I know that with integrity, you display a higher level of moral compass when it comes to like the Most High sees everything. You can't hide that. You can't fake the funk. And like it's like I said, people can tell when you're faking from a mile away because you can't keep it up. It's like a lie. Can you keep a lie up? At some point, it jips up. So the question is, who are you when nobody's watching? And I want to let you know right now, man, if you're the type of person that wants to change your life, wants to like get back on the right course, it's not about presenting yourself to the public a certain type of way. It's about who you are when the lights are off, when you're in your own personal. I tell my daughter every day, we are gonna live with a higher level of integrity, because the reality is your moral compass got to be the one that guides you through this life. So, for those who don't know, I am a hip hop artist here out of DMV. My name is Zoe Black. Thank y'all for checking in. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat once again, and please move with a higher level of integrity today. If you don't do anything else, just make sure that when nobody's watching, you're being consistent with the person that you said you want to be, and continue to push forward and shine on. As we always say and always do, don't forget to subscribe. This is the State of Being check-in. We'll be here every morning at 8 o'clock. Maybe we may do a midday depending upon how the morning goes, but the goal is to be consistent and show up for ourselves every day. This is for the stars worldwide. This is for the Black universe, man. Thank y'all for showing up. Shout out to the people in the chat. Make sure y'all continue to comment, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I got a lot of dope music coming up real soon too, man. Thank y'all. It's your boy Zoe Black checking in, and we checking